What's up, folks? I'm Dwayne,
I'm Alicia.
and this is Blackboard Gaming, where we teach you about all these great board games that are out there.
Waiting to be played by you and yours.
I'm a simple man, don't wanna complication. Complication.
Hey, everybody! We're back. I know it's been a minute since you've seen us. We've been doing a little bit of traveling and been on kind of a hiatus. But we're back and we're ready to tell you about some of the board games that we've been playing as of late. Mostly me.
But first, I'd like to take this moment to say thank you to everyone who wished me a happy birthday. I enjoyed myself tremendously, and I appreciate all your kind words and thoughts.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys all enjoyed what, because in our last video, she talked about her top 10 board games, which I was surprised, even though it was really 12, and there were some ties. Yeah, okay. All right. But anyway, I really enjoyed that video.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
So, all right, without wasting any time, let's get into some of the board games that we've been playing.
Over the Thanksgiving weekend, we went to Las Vegas to hang out with our daughter and her family.
And I really did have good intentions because I wanted to film. I packed up the camera.
In fact, he confiscated my brand new.
I did not confiscate it. I borrowed.
He stole my brand new carry-on bag to take all of his equipment.
No, I put the camera. I had my laptop, and then I stuck the stand in your check-in bag.
In other words, he used up all my space for his stuff.
Well, I really was trying not to go over the weight limit.
Long story short, we got to Vegas, had an amazing time.
Yep.
Enjoyed our family, enjoyed our visit, but the filming never happened.
I'm sorry. But we did play some board games.
Yes, that happened.
Okay. So the first game we played was one that we talked about before. We were introduced at Gen Con, is No Thanks. You know, I like this game so much. I'm trying to build up my repertoire of small little card games to get people into, playing different board games and stuff. And so No Thanks I had to take this one with us, And I ended up playing this with my son-in-law and the two youngest grandkids. And we had a lot of fun. It was funny seeing them saying, no thanks, I don't want that card, or taking the card to mess with each other. But I won the games. I think we played four games. Reigning champion right here, So they were grimming me for the night, but okay. Oh well, that is the cost of being a champion.
Oh, okay. That's how you go.
I know.
All right.
All right. So the second game that was played, I played with my youngest grandson, and then I played with the son-in-law, Carl, and it's Tiger and Dragon. Now, Tiger and Dragon is like a card shedding game, but it's really, instead of cards, you have mahjong tiles. And what you're doing is you are trying to get rid of all your mahjong tiles. And it's set like a kung fu match, and there's different scenarios like the bamboo forest or the dojo battle. And what you're doing is you attack with a certain number, and the other players have a chance to defend if they have the matching number, or if they have the tiger, which blocks all even numbers, or the dragon that blocks all odd numbers. And we played this 2-player, and then my son-in-law jumped in, and we played it 3-player. And I didn't lose. I didn't win none of those. I guess my kung fu's not that great, because Jakers was kicking my butt, But I had this game, and I really was looking forward to playing with them, because this is just a really nice, quick game, nice filler game. It's really cool. So now you played with the grandkids? What did you played?
Mantis.
No, the first one.
Dice Ventures. Yes.
You love this game.
I do. We had a blast.
Yeah, and this is a game where you're cutting the dice, and the dice represent different ingredients, and you're cutting a certain number of dice in order to satisfy these recipe cards. And then you won.
But what was funny was Jakers thought he won because he was the first one to get to 7. I'm like, boo, that's not necessarily gonna make you the winner. But it was fun playing with them, and we enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah, because he was getting into understand the flair.
Yes.
You know what, the hype cards or whatever.
Yes, he got to 7 first, but he didn't do the hype cards. I got higher scoring cards in the first place, and I added hype cards. So even though he had more, my score was higher.
Yeah, but they enjoyed this game.
Yes, they did.
This is a great game to introduce to your family. You know?
Yes.
All right.
It does make you want to go eat, though.
We did get some good food. Anytime I go to Vegas, I got to go to In-N-Out. I got to go to In-N-Out Burger because we don't have one here in Michigan. So the last game we got to play was Mantis.
We played this with all 3 of the boys.
Yes, and so my wife Alicia had never played this. I was introduced to this game at my board game, where I'm the board game cleric at Vault of Midnight, and they brought this game out, and I was like, this is a really great. I could add this to my. I'm trying to get my repertoire of card games that have a simple mechanic, but just provides a lot of fun. And so in this game, what you're doing is you're trying to get to 10 points. On your turn, you reveal the card from the top of the deck. And there's 7 different colors in the game. And on back of cards, there's 3 different colors what color that card might be.
So you either declare what color you're going for, or you take a color from your opponent.
Yeah, pretty much. You declare, like if you got the cards, you say, I'm going to score yellow. And if you reveal that card and it's yellow, then you get to score that card and any yellow cards that you have in front of you. Turn them face down, and they're worth a point each card. Or you could say, hey, I'm going to steal yellow from you. And then if you reveal it and it's yellow, you get that yellow card and any yellow card that one of your opponents has. And you don't score them, they're just in front of you. So there's a chance that they could take it back. You know.
So it's a lightweight take that game, but it is fun.
It is really, really,
and
really
honestly, fun. The art lends itself to the playful kind of tone of the game.
That art is quirky.
It is. It is. But what do you expect? It's from the makers of Exploding Kittens. I mean, Exploding Kittens is quirky.
Yep. So those are the games that we played with the grandkids. And I did get one more game played. So usually when I go to Vegas, I always meet up with my friend Tim, who owns Meepleville. It's a board game cafe, really cool board game cafe. And he also helps run Dice Tower West. And so whenever I get to Vegas, I let them know I'm coming, and we hook up and play a game. And so we ended up playing Revive, which is right down there. But also, one of the reasons why I needed room in my luggage.
Why he took over my packing space.
Is because Tim went to Essen. And I told him, I said, there's a game that I want. There's a couple games, but one, they were sold out. But the other one, he was able to get. And he held on to it. And I got it when I got there. And I wanted to make sure it got back home. And that's Plantan Nubo. This was one of the hot games there. And I was really excited to get my hands. This is one of the games I mentioned in our, if we went to Essen, what games would we take a look at or pick up. And so this was designed by Uwe Rosenberg and the same 2 guys that designed La Granja, which is a game I recently just played for the first time, and I really enjoyed it. So, and in this game, you're pretty much, it got a polyomino tile thing going on, and you're trying to build gardens, on top of trees.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a puzzle to it. So I don't know if you're ready for that, but this is a game that I was really excited to get. All right. So, like I said, we went to Vegas during the Thanksgiving weekend, had a blast. I had good intentions. They did. So then we got back, and then after a couple of days, was home for a couple of days, I went straight to PAX, to Philadelphia, to PAX Unplugged 2023. PAX Unplugged 2023 is the third time that I have been to PAX, and I've enjoyed every single year that I've been. PAX is pretty much where you get to just play games, and that's really all I want to do. I did go to a couple meetings, but I just wanted to play games and see some of the other content creators who I have, being part of this board game hobby, who I have met and enjoyed being in their presence pretty much. And it was just fun, and you get to see some of the games that came out of Essen.
So, as much fun as he had, he called me about 3 times and said, I wish you were here. Well, I wish I was there too. And it is our plan for me to try to go next year.
No, you're going next year. I'm sorry. It's written in stone. You're going next year. Because I hate going without you. I be like worried that, because we old. She know where my medicine at. I mean,
whatever.
So, but anyway, now, so being that she didn't go, I'm not going to, stretch this out, because she's here. I want to share. I just want to tell you about some board games that were played, board games that I came home with. Although, you cannot mention PAX Unplugged in Philadelphia without mentioning Reading Market. I'm sorry. If you go for that alone, I'm telling you, me being a foodie, me being in the culinary, it was just like heaven to me. They have some great food stalls, but,
He came back, showed me pictures, y'all. He called me while he was there, told me what he was eating. So, yeah, it did sound pretty impressive.
Well, anyway, all right, so it was just a couple games that I was planning on picking up there, Now, the first game that I wanted to get was Art Project.
Okay.
Now, I saw this actually in Las Vegas. But remember, I was trying to keep the weight load in the suitcase. So I was like, nope, I'm just getting my game from Tim, and that's it. But going there this time, I borrowed.
My bag is in.
And then checked my bag half empty. I made sure it wasn't that much no room it was just literally nothing in that bag. And so I could come back with some games. So I got this on Art Project, and this is a cooperative game where we are trying to find these famous paintings or artifacts or whatever, art, and we're trying to stop, I think the group is called the White Hand.
Honestly, this sounds like fun to me.
Yeah, I think, and it's got Vincent Dutray art. See that? And this is another game we if you check out our video, our board game illustrated highlight, Vincent Dutray, it's number 2. And I'm telling you, that man is on fire. But yeah, I think you would like this because it's co-op. Okay. The next game is a game. Now, this is one that I really wanted to get because I mentioned it in our Essen video. And that is Footprints.
Oh, yeah. I remember you talked about it.
Remember, I was talking about Paleo meets Quest for El Dorado. And we're trying, the snow is melting, and we're trying to make sure we survive.
Okay.
And I really, Chili Fox game. So I'm ready to try this one. I think you would like this one.
Okay.
Now, there are a couple games that I didn't plan on getting, but I ended up getting. Now, one is this game. Like I said, I'm trying to build up my repertoire of card games, and it's Trio. Now, Ruel Gaviola is one of the guys that, like, I love hanging out with him. You know, and him and his wife, Michelle, means Michelle went.
Really?
And so this is based on a Japanese game called Nana. And it's a really like Go Fish, but it has a memory aspect or whatever. And you're trying to there's number 1 through 12, and there's 3 of each number. And you're trying to get 3 sets of those 3 numbers.
Okay.
And what you're doing is you're telling the player, you can either play your lowest or highest card.
Okay.
You tell another player to play their lowest or highest card, or there's some cards face down and you can go hunting.
Okay.
And if you pull up all 3 3s or all 3 4s, you get to gain those cards and put them in front of you. Now,
Okay.
there's some different ways to win,
Okay.
you know, but that's the regular game.
Okay.
This game is fun.
Okay.
Yeah, the other one is pretty much, they're in my pocket. I forgot I had them in my pocket. So Michelle over at Second Star to the left.
Oh man, I'm so jealous that I didn't get to meet her.
Her and Billy, they always talk about button shy games.
Oh, they do.
Yeah. So, and I mean, like Jamie over at Foster the Meeple. Now, like I said, board game influencers. They were talking about Revolver Noir, where they were saying they were playing this game standing in line. So I was like, I want to get this game. And then I ended up picking up Sprawlopolis. I got Naturopolis.
Okay.
And I got the one, you'll be happy about this one, Tussie Mussy. Now, Tussie Mussy is Elizabeth Hargrave. You know, so, but I picked those games up.
Okay.
And then, so those are the games that I purchased.
Okay.
Now, these games, got these games for review, so we'll be playing these.
Okay.
This one is Skyrockets.
Okay.
Now, if you remember Kites, the game that stresses you. Skyrockets.
So how is this different?
This is a sequel.
How is this different?
What do you mean? How is it not going to stress you?
Yeah.
I didn't say it wasn't going to stress you. I said this is from the makers of Kites, and this is that, you know, Floodgate Games, same publisher. Skyrockets, we're trying to keep firecrackers or fireworks in the air.
Okay.
You know, but it has some different mechanics, you know.
Okay.
So I'm excited to play this. And the reason, one, we could put fireworks in the background as a background music, like soundtrack or whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm definitely want to play that.
Okay.
Oh, this one here from Restoration Games. Suzanne Sheldon gave me a copy of Unmatched Tales to Amaze. Now, I have some copies of Unmatched, you know, but, you know, we're not like in that duo thing, you know. So I didn't think you were going to get into it, so I haven't played my Unmatched as of yet. But this is the cooperative version of Unmatched. And it has this heroine, I think it's a fictional character. What's her name? Annie Christmas.
She is fictional.
Yep. And I was like, oh, you might want to play this because she's in it.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're pretty much trying to take down Mothman or Martian invaders. I think you probably prefer the Martian invaders.
Okay.
You know, so I definitely want to try this game out.
Okay.
Okay. Now, this one here, this one is the one that I'm most excited to play. Because I think it's Dan Halligan. Ryan and Emily, our friends, they know him. And we went over to their booth and I got a copy of Obsession. I was giddy.
Downton Abbey, the board game.
Pretty much.
Okay.
That's pretty much what it is.
Okay.
And I'm excited about this. You know, I've seen it over at Opal Groves, and I've been like, I want to pull the trigger, but I've been trying to, like, I need to play games that I already had.
Okay.
So to get Obsession, I've heard Amy and Maggie from Thinker Themer, they talked about it, and I was just like, I really want to play this game.
Okay.
You know, so Pride, Intrigue, and Prejudice in Victorian England.
Okay.
You know, so I think you would like this.
Okay.
Because you say you're really about theme.
Yes, I do like theme.
And I'm learning that. I mean, I already knew it. But now some of the games that were played, I taught White Castle.
Okay.
And we got it on the table. We've been playing it. And she's not getting into it as much as I love combo. She's really a theme person. So White Castle is not really about the theme. It's really about the combos in that game. The game lasts 9 turns.
But it doesn't last long.
Yeah, it does not last long. It's just trying to figure out how to
maximize those combos.
Yes. And I love it. I love it because you get to sit back, you know, when you get an epic turn where I did this, so that makes me do this, and now I did this, and I can put a gardener out, and the gardener lets me put somebody into the castle, which lets me do it well. I'm loving it. I'm like, oh my God. My wife, she's just sitting, her eyes are like, what the heck is going on? You know, I'm trying to think. We played, I taught Birds of a Feather.
That's a fun game, actually.
Yeah, that's another game that I got in my card game repertoire that, my little collection of card games that I could just pull out and say, hey, let's check this game out. Easy to teach, easy to get into. Yeah, Birds of a Feather is great.
It is.
So, but yeah, that's my PAX Unplugged. I just hung out. I hung out with Ruo Gaviola. He's really, really, really good guy. I'm going to put a link to his YouTube channel if I haven't said that already. I'm sorry. But yeah, PAX Unplugged was amazing. You've got to go next year. Okay. All right. So that is pretty much board games that has been getting played over the last couple weeks. All right. We got a little bit more though. So hold on.
All right. So first of all, we want to remind you that we do have merch now. Please check out our link in the description below for how to buy our Blackboard Gaming merchandise.
Yeah. Also, this is episode 198.
Wow.
198, which means Christmas Eve will be episode 200. What I want to do is have you guys that have been watching us, have been staying on board, checking us out. You can message me via Facebook, Blackboard Gaming, or you could, email me at SherylDwayne@gmail.com and tell us what games did we help influence you
to try
and buy, to purchase, and how did that work out for you? Because I want to know, are we making an impact? Because we've been doing this for 3+ years. It's actually almost 4. Yeah, we a little bit from 4 years. And we've been enjoying ourselves talking about these board games. And so I think that, hey, what games, we're going to share with you what games, like...
We've tried and bought because of other content creators' comments or thoughts about them.
Yeah, because that's pretty much what we're here to share with you. Hey, here's these board games. Check them out. See if you like them. You don't have to buy every one, but...
What games have you played and bought because you heard about it on this channel?
Yeah. So, all right. We're looking forward to that episode.
Yes.
All right. So, if you like the contents of this video, feel free to hit the like button. Subscribe.
Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
And I'm Dwayne.
I'm Alicia.
This has been Blackboard Gaming.
We will see you next time.